Yeah, to kind of start this off, for the recording section, hello, welcome back to Heralds of Chaos, and a good welcome to Campaign 3.
Yay.
As I punch my microphone immediately.
Now, this should be a lot more simpler than than campaign 2.
Yes, we get to start from the very, very, very beginning. You guys don't have to make fucking character intros.
Yeah.
There's no need for it this time. Though, as much as I love Zorias's, like, there's no need for it this time. So, as I said, this is session 0. To basically kind of get things rolling off. This is going to be taking place once again in the world of Exandria, just like last campaign was, and the campaign, kind of half the campaign before that. It's weird. We don't talk about campaign 1.
We were sold off as slaves. I remember that bit.
Well, there we go. We're gonna get booted off Twitch.
I was dead. That was
Speaking
fun.
of slavery,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
a
much,
cancel.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up what campaign 1 was.
I was dead. They were sold into forcible incarceration. And there was a centaur. That was pretty cool. Pretty poggers.
Yeah, that yeeted the warlock into the sewers.
That was funny.
No, I was about to say that was actually quite sad to watch.
Quite amusing. Yeah, that was kind of sad, but it was also kind of amusing.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
the character I had in that campaign really didn't want to see teammates fighting, but didn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah. But so considering the fact that this is indeed session 6 or session 0, not 6. I'm sorry, I was reading something else. We're gonna be laying down a little bit of ground rules and stuff first. What's new? What's different? What's changed? And then we're actually gonna start jumping into the story. So, as I said, obviously with the release of Tasha's, there are a little bit of changes. I'm allowing a lot of the stuff coming out of Tasha's, like changing subclasses, changing skills, custom origins, custom lineage, and the optional class features. That kind of stuff, is super cool in my opinion. So, I'm allowing it. Obviously, as before, HP is done with your health dice. You roll with advantage. You take the higher one to add your constitution, as like it was last time. Flanking. I am taking flanking out. There is no flanking this campaign. You guys broke it too much last campaign. You have no one to blame but yourself.
I remember, we would abuse the fuck out of that last campaign too.
Yes, you did. That's why I'm taking it out. So no flanking. Healing potions, they're still going to remain the same. Action to use it on someone else. Bonus action to use it on yourself. Until you guys decide to break it.
Hey,
You guys have a tendency to break a lot of things. Let me see here.
I mean, Heralds of Chaos is
you guys have used flanking. I'm trying to think what else. What's something that I need to acknowledge? Oh, yes, fighting between characters. It's going to be tolerated to a limit. This, considering last time you guys spent about 45 minutes arguing between yourselves on one thing, it's going to be limited, and if you guys keep pushing a topic, I will punish you for it. I have a sheet of punishments for all of you. I am prepared this time.
bad players get the sheet of punishment.
Yes.
Is it that random wild magic table
Ooh,
where we get turned
punish
into a
me.
potted plant?
Silent.
No.
Damn it.
Exactly what my head went to.
I'm glad we're on the same page, Pupper.
Bad players who make a fucky wucky go in the forever box.
But yeah, no, there's going to be a lot limited or a lot less of the fighting. I'm hoping this go around. But yeah, if you guys decide to go overboard, there will indeed be consequences to that. Because it does slow everyone else down, and everyone else does have to kind of have to deal with the consequences of that. There, anything else? Any questions? Anything like that before we actually start?
Did we tell on recording that we're also streaming this on Twitch? I can't remember. My brain is not working.
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. So I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, for those on recording, we are streaming this over on Star's Twitch. So if you want to do that, we stream every other Sunday.
Yep. We're gonna start off at least. Hi there. We're gonna at least start off every other Sunday. It might be possible that we switch to every Sunday. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can at least say for right now we're gonna do every other Sunday, mostly because we are gonna be taking a break for Christmas, because most of us do indeed celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
There are some of us who don't, and I'm not saying that as an offensive thing. But most of us do indeed celebrate Christmas.
It's too late. I'm offended.
Where my Jews at out there? Hey.
I might try and push for a session next week. I'm not 100% sure. As I said, I have the first 4 sessions fully written out. So yeah, there's that.
You guys are absolutely spamming the Roll20 chat.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and I'm getting all the little like noises for it because I'm currently kind of tabbed onto the Twitch chat.
I think so am I.
So yeah, there's that. As for the recordings, I'm not sure when the recordings are going to go up, because they are not recorded by me or edited by me. I'm going to learn. I swear I'm going to learn, but I just have college stuff that I'm working on first.
It's hard. It's just editing gives me so many problems. I want to strangle it sometimes.
I mean, most of the time I would want to strangle it, but yeah. So, is there anything at all that needs to be acknowledged before we start?
I don't think so. Does anyone else have anything that I'm forgetting?
I
don't think so.
Possibly trigger warnings, I don't
know. Those will definitely appear as needed, but for right now, I don't think it's necessary.
Holy.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything particularly triggering in the first session, but
the first session is lore dump.
Don't say things like that, because then that's when we get canceled immediately.
That is true.
Yeet.
That is indeed true. But yeah, you guys ready to actually 100% officially start campaign 3?
Let's go.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Do you seriously?
No, but I am gonna take these plates. You can start without me.
Okay.
I can hear.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna make a joke. I'm just making sure it doesn't violate TOS. It's not. I just want to make sure I can talk about. I can make like a drug joke.
I will shank you.
If you think it's gonna violate TOS, don't say it.
No. Yeah. I'm just making sure Twitch doesn't have like a fucking drug thing. I can't make a weed joke.
If you think it's going to violate TOS, don't say it.
If you have to dig through TOS to make sure, just don't say it. It's as simple as that.
I will.
Yeah.
I will hurt
If you
you.
think, don't. We already had to censor everyone in the first campaign. Just type it out in the Discord chat. There, you get your joke out while not violating TOS. But while you're taping that out,
Did you know it's a violation of TOS to say this sentence is a violation of TOS, but I said it in the context of telling you guys not to say it, so it's fine.
Thank you, Double Dan. Thank you so
I
much.
Dan.
I have no idea what you just said.
Dan, no. Dan, no, please.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. We're like literally right next to each other.
Maybe Dan.
Oh, Pupper, that's how I did it.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not left a space between the two. There needs to be no space.
I think we're all good.
Can we just
Yeah.
start?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we can just use this. All right. Whew. I'm suddenly nervous again. Why? I've done this 3 times.
But
Yes.
it's been like a few weeks since we last did this.
It's been like a month.
It's been probably a month.
Like a month and a half, something like that. Yes, you guys have been dumbasses. And it's not 30 minutes, it's actually 16 technically.
You've been streaming for 16 minutes, but we've been in this call for 30.
But we were dumbasses before that, so
That is also
do
true.
the math.
That is also true.
23, almost 24 years.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if I've been doing dumbass stuff for almost 25 years.
I feel like that TikTok that's like, I'm doing hot girl shit, but I'm doing dumb girl shit.
We all been sipping dumb bitch juice. It's fine.
So, I'm just going to talk at my normal level and just come through Stars Mic naturally.
And hope it doesn't mess with the recording too much.
I hope it. I'm pretty sure it won't.
Because there's no issue on the streaming end, I hope.
It shouldn't violate though. It shouldn't be too much of a
Violate.
problem.
It shouldn't violate.
I'm very tired right now.
Let's go.
All right. Lord up. This is the tea. Anyways. Nestled in the heart of what was once the sand-covered continent of Marquet lies the small village of Thunderstone. Nestled right north of a somewhat active volcano that has been quiet over the last decade or so, this small town is nestled quite quietly in its own place, surrounded by woods on 2 sides and farmlands over to the east. A large stone tower makes up the center of this small village. Mysterious and uninhabited, this tower has been a source for many rumors around the town. However, no matter who you ask, they all say something different. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and move you guys over to the map. Up towards the north lies the one tavern in the town, which I currently don't have a name for.
Feels bub.
Yeah, feels lovely, man. I prepped for everything, but I didn't prep for that. The name of a fucking tavern. Is the one tavern in town, and surrounding it are several shops in various states. Some still open to this day, others closed down long ago and left behind. This is a very small village with a very, very, very small population, consisting of approximately 2 different families spanning a few generations. All of them however, will tell you do not go into the tower. And as to why, you have no idea. But our story begins inside of the one tavern in the town. You know what? Who am I going to choose? Dominic, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Whoa. Am I with anyone? Like, am I with the crew that I rolled in with?
You guys are all in with the crew that you guys rolled in with. That was my bad.
Guess what? Which one of you two's going next after me? Better be prepared. So
Shit.
So sitting somewhere not on the very edge of the tavern, but somewhere where he can be conspicuous, sits a man in red scale armor with a wolf insignia kind of emblazoned on the chest of it. That is probably the fanciest looking thing that he has on him because everything else is dirty and gross. Tattered. His hair is all in a mop and tied messily into a bun behind his head, with a lot of his just straggly hair all over the place. And with him, he carries an assortment of. Some of them are fishing utensils. He has a trident and a net and a club on the side of his belt, and then a couple hatchets kind of hanging near the club, and then he has a pack of javelins, which looks a bit out of place with the rest of his repertoire, but he seems to be pulling it off just fine. Other than the armor he wears, he's pretty unremarkable. He's very, very young. Couldn't be a day over 18, and that's about it. That's Dominic at a glance. And he's sitting with a half elf and an elf, which he just seems to be extremely out of place with the two of them, as you will soon learn as they introduce. I pick Spaper.
That's your cue.
I pick Spaper. Spaper introduces himself.
You know,
Thanks, Dan.
I hate you so much.
You've been volunteered.
I've been whatever.
You've been popcorned too.
So he's good. This half elf is named Vicaros. Essentially, he's gonna kind of for the most part try keep to himself for the most part. Doesn't really want to engage with a lot of people. We see that he kind of has this crystal on his hand tied, kind of serving as some sort of like weird arcane focus that he kind of just had for a while. It looks like 2 daggers with him. Doesn't really have armor on him, but he does have some like clothes that he has packed with him, and probably just an explorer's pack. But other than that, he doesn't carry much with him. Keeps rather light and is very quiet for the most part. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else. So, there's our full elf. Want to
right.
introduce herself.
Also sitting at the table is a woman. She only really stands at like 5'3", 5'4", but she's sitting right now. She has hair that goes just a little bit above her shoulders, and it's currently half up, half down, tied in a bun at the top. And right around her hair, you can see her pointy ears poking out. That shows that she is, in fact, a full elf. She has large circular glasses over brown eyes, and a long black cloak behind her. And she's currently just staring into a drink in front of her, and then her eyes are occasionally flicking up. She has a yikawa attached to her hip. And that's the only weapon that you can really see on her body. And she doesn't look like she's wearing any weapons either, but all of her clothes are very similar shades of red, gray, and black across her entire body. And that I think that's it for her. She looks like she doesn't really want to like interact with anyone. She's just kind of sitting there holding her drink, a little nervous.
Apparently, Dominic is holding the weapons for the entire party. For the entire group.
She has one weapon.
I have daggers.
Most of the weapons. Whoa. Who's next? Popcorn, someone.
And,
Popcorn. Popcorn Aster.
Popcorn DM interrupts.
Okay.
Jesus fuck. So, kind of sitting across from you guys at the bar are, DM kills the party immediately. Sitting across from the bar, it's okay, are two figures, kind of sitting relatively close to each other, but probably a stool or two in between them, are Aster and Naranoa. So whoever wants to go ahead and introduce themselves first can do so.
Well, I was popcorned, so to honor the popcorn, Aster is an Asimar. She's fairly young, around 20, kind of short, like 5'2", 5'3". She's got like long, kind of like maroon dark hair with most of the side shaved and pulled up into kind of like a top knot kind of vibe. Her eyes are like really bright sea foam, and she looks incredibly pissed for no reason that you know of. And for her clothes, kind of general leather armor, kind of has some ocean motifs carved into it. And she's got a cloak, like a teal green kind of thing, and like a fancy rapier at her side. And she's kind of just sitting there, probably drinking something and avoiding people.
All right, and
Sitting alongside her is a tabaxi. Standing a little over 6 feet tall. He is a really odd looking character. Long purple and semi braided hair, tattoos across his face along his fur, which seems odd. Looks kind of older, somewhere in his 40s, you would guess, but he wouldn't be able to tell you either. Wearing a lot of patchwork leather. Seems like it's been through a long time of use. Most of the gear he wears is a darker shade of purple. Kind of blends in with darkness really well. Carries a longbow on his back. Is staring into a drink of tea, but always, 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 his eyes dart up, looking around everywhere at everyone, being very, very cautious of everyone around him.
yeah. And to just give a tiny little pause, I forgot to mention this earlier. All of the wonderful, wonderful art that you see throughout this stream was indeed drawn by the one and only Aster.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen
Art.
if it works.
Ort.
There we go. Yeah. So this banner, as well as all of the tokens that you will see popping in gas, was all drawn by the wonderful Aster. So big thanks to them for that. Woo! But yeah, sort of standing behind the bar is a older, what appears to be human man. He hasn't really said much to you guys. He's just been spending most of his time cleaning out the stained glass with a very dirty rag. You're pretty sure he hasn't made any progress at all, but he just seems to be doing it to kind of act like he's got something to do. Which, in a place like this, it's not very much of a stretch to think about. There aren't very many people here, and who would want to go to the same place repeatedly? Yeah, just like every 9 to 5 worker. um, but eventually, he does look up as the door sort of swings open, probably a little violently, and in walks. Well, Los, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'll do it. So, Los, is what we will call him for short. If you're watching the chat, you can see his full name. It's a bit of a mouthful. But, so Los is a astoundingly tall person. He stands well above his companion, who we'll get to in a moment, I assume. And, he's dragonborn with these horns on his head that kind of curve down and run parallel with his mouth. He wears a sort of what looks to be the remains of a monk's like robe of some sorts. It's kind of stitched up and fixed and altered so that he can move around more freely. It's all kind of like green, earthy tones. Apologies. He's got very rusty-ish colored scales running along his body, and like a small set of spines running down the back of his head. He does on his back. He carries a couple varieties of weapons. There's 2 smaller swords crossed on his back, and a larger sword as well, put down the middle. There's a bandolier of kind of darts just across his hip that he can easily reach down and grab. Sorry, one more. A bit of a sniffle. I'm gonna. There. I'm back. Sorry. Have bad sinus issue.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. He also along his arms and his face, what you can see, there do seem to be various scars that he seems to have gotten doing whatever he does for work. Most noticeably is 2 things though, aside from his feet, which are wrapped as opposed to wearing shoes. There are his eyes, which are a very stark white, almost seeming to be pure white. It's noticeable. But yeah, those are his pupils. And then you can see the iris if you look close enough. On his wrist, he wears what appears to be remains of broken shackles. He kind of walks in and looks around, kind of grumbles to himself, and kind of finds a place for them to sit. I said he's a dragonborn.
He and his small companion.
Boy, howdy, is she small compared to him. So, you have this giant fucking dragon step in, probably had to stoop to come in. And then behind him comes his half-sized companion, who is a lizard folk. Her scales are black and white with specks of gray. If you've ever seen a tegu, she very much resembles one. She has brown, orangish eyes, and she looks grumpy to be here. The clothes she's wearing are very tattered. There may or may not be a piece of fabric hanging out of her mouth, and evidence that she was gnawing on said clothes. And She's carrying a lot of lots of sharp, pointy sticks. And she very quickly hurries to follow Los, not really acknowledging everybody else. Also muttering.
And do remind me, how do I say the name?
Kosh Vutha.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna probably ask you that again several times because I will not remember, but that's okay.
It's alright. I forgot, like, every time for the first 4 times after I named this character. How do I say her name? Whatever, this is close enough.
Those are the best character names.
Yeah, the ones where the DM has to ask you like 20 times how to say it.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that Los and Kosh are the same, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, as these two, one giant, one very, very tiny, walk into the tavern, which now has a name, the Clockwork Inn. The barkeep will look up and then look back down, going back to his glass that hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh god, that's at least consistent.
So yeah, what do you guys do?
Oh, okay. I, Los probably kind of continues once he realizes that there are no other visible people who he thinks can speak his tongue, and kind of turns to Koj in Draconic. I'm gonna say it as opposed to typing it out because I'm lazy. He kind of just looks at Koj and says in Draconic again, do you want to get something to eat?
And Kosh will respond in kind, Draconic. Just kind of look at him and then look at the menu. Is it alive or no?
Probably not.
Then no thank you.
I can't go get you another. I got you a chicken on the way here. Can't you just humor me this once?
But it's gross.
I could get it raw.
Fine.
Okay. He'll kind of start scanning the menu, or like, ask the barkeep in common actually. What kind of meats do you have? That's
The barkeep will look at the glass for a moment longer, then look up at you for a moment, then back down at the glass, and then at you. The usual.
kind of like kind of look. He's no clue what the hell that means. Is what that? This is not his accent. What am I doing? Uh, he's speaking in common. Hyundai, what would that be?
Beef.
Something medium rare for me and for my companion. Something raw.
The barkeep will sort of stare at you for a moment longer before nodding, spitting in the glass that he has spent the last probably 20 or so minutes attempting to clean, and then will go ahead and disappear, kind of walking into what appears to be the back room.
Yeah. And
Hey,
turn.
Noah, make me a perception check, please.
I thought this, Dominic will say under his breath. I thought this was supposed to be a small.
15.
With a 15, you do indeed you do indeed notice the rather tall, draconic man that just walked into the tavern, and indeed reminds you of something. Reminds you of some things that you've heard. You believe that this is the person that your rumor is describing.
He continues to just stare at him, but doesn't move.
Okay. Hey, Ray.
Hey,
Yes.
I forgot your character's name for a second. Kirali, go ahead and make me a perception check as well.
Okay. Did that do the roll? No, it did not. 11.
Takes you a moment, your eyes just sort of kind of wandering around the room. But you do indeed land upon the small lizard folk vibing out under the table. Oh, no, not vibing out under the table. Sitting in a seat, probably just past the table. You believe that this is the person that your rumor was talking.
Kirelli's gonna try not to stare, but definitely keep looking.
And yes, Los, you may.
they've just gotten progressively worse.
Yeah, you guys.
There's a table.
You are kind of indeed focused more on your friend, your companion there, and or the barkeep that disappeared after spitting into a glass.
That barkeeper's gonna kill us.
Well, he kind of turns, he looks at Code and says, in Draconic again. I don't know if you picked up on this yet, but if he's speaking Draconic, he's just my voice because big brain. If he's speaking Common, though, he does have an accent because I'm quite the master. I'm kidding. No,
You're quite the lazy man.
listen here, buddy. So, kind of turns to Coach and says, "All right, now, best behavior.
Kosh hisses audibly.
Don't you hiss at me."
She hisses again.
Dominic starts to pay attention to Key as she shrinks back in her chair and is looking at the lizard, the tiny lizard, obsessively, and like, are they talking about blowing up the inn or something? You look a little nervous.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't speak. No, I heard some things about that one.
Heard something. What do you mean?
Well, and then she's gonna try to whisper into Dominic's ear. So I heard that she beat up an innkeeper because somebody touched her shoulder.
He's gonna whisper back to her and say, "Well, this would appear to be a really bad place for her then."
Yeah, that's why I'm staring at her.
Well, we better just stay prepared, just in case. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything. Don't get me wrong, but if the conflict comes over here, then obviously I'm gonna have to do something. Just try to stay out of its way, best you can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm still gonna watch. And she just goes back and turns back and stares back at Coach.
He goes like, I wouldn't, or he goes like, don't want. Okay.
This is the most what-if interaction I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
Hey, Vickers, make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Hold on. I have to actually make sure I'm doing it right.
Yep.
Ooh, that was funny. Fuck. All right.
10's good enough. You kind of half hearing your two companions whispering about something or other. You're not really paying too much attention. You notice that kind of sitting at the bar, kind of half pushing away their drink, her drink, is the head, or the back of a head, of the back of a partially shaven head, seeming vaguely familiar.
It's Mr. Clean. I always knew it.
Your boy, Mr. Clean.
It's not Mr. Clean. It's
Damn it.
It is indeed the person that your rumor is about.
Because I'm gonna try to keep eyes on her, but try not to pay. He's not gonna try to draw attention to himself, but he's gonna try to keep eyes on her.
And it is at this point the barkeep, kind of shuffling, looking very, very bored, will go ahead and deposit a tray of meat on Los and Kosh's table with a sigh, and then will immediately turn back around and go back to his glass.
Aster's gonna watch him pick the glass back up, and she's kind of gonna glare at him. He's like, "Do you spit in all your glasses?
No, only this one.
And why the fuck do you keep cleaning it?"
Because I'm bored.
That's really gross.
Exactly.
You know, this ASMR is gonna get.
Dominic kind of like turns to his table and says like, he's bored with an 8-foot tall dragon monster and its dog.
Do you think we should warn him
Does he say that out loud?
about the thing?
He doesn't say it super loud, but he's like talking to his table type of thing. But to Key, he says,
it's an accurate
I
description.
wouldn't worry about it. It's a lot of drama. We're better off avoiding.
Can I make a perception check?
Dragonborn, I just
You may.
talked.
You may. Go ahead.
He's trying to beat us up in the first session.
You know, this character is bro.
Doesn't know a thing.
I'm too focused eating.
Yeah. Making sure that Kosh eats as well. You may.
Hell yeah.
Coach go burr.
Oh,
Yeah,
you had a thing.
Yeah, you definitely hear that.
You're gonna get us.
Kosh immediately turns her head towards the voice and stares, unblinking. Rather, blinking with lizard eyelids, so unblinking.
Kirali turns back, like she talks to Dominic, and then she turns back, sees Los staring at, or sees Kosh staring at them, and immediately turns back to Dominic.
You know, you two are gonna be like our fucking Vax and Vex.
What do you?
He looks at Key, and he kind of like does side eyes to like half look behind him, and he kind of nods to himself, and he's like, "It's right behind me."
Your character is gonna get
Look.
us killed.
Lois, what are you staring at? What is? Oh, yeah, he's singing Tronic. What are you staring at?
They're talking about us. Something dangerous? Who knows?
Dominic spins
Meat is
around in
weird.
his seat to face Kosh and says,
She is speaking in Draconic also.
"Yeah, he doesn't understand anything that's going on." He says, "Hey there, can I help you?"
Kosh hisses audibly again.
Okay. Well, my name's Dominic. It's a pleasure to meet you. And he kind of like looks up to Los, like, and then back down to Kosh, and back to Los, like, "Hey, you want to come get this?"
Okay, Coach Los are kind of very lean around in his seat. He's like, "Nah, I think she's fine."
All right.
He'll then say Draconic to Coach, "Don't make a scene. Just no. We can't leave another town, Coach. Please."
Across is gonna turn
Why
to
is flesh like this?
Oh my goddamn eyes.
I heard flesh and like, and that's not what I heard the first time.
Nasty
That's
boy.
not what I said.
I believe you said, "Why is flesh like this?" Is that correct?
That's not what I heard the first time.
There we go.
Stinky.
Ugh.
There we go. Fix.
Go to horny jail. I know that's something I can say on Twitch because I've heard other streamers say it.
They have more money than us.
Yes.
Is Coach still staring?
Oh yeah, she's stood up from her chair now. Well, she's standing on the chair so that she matches the same height as Los.
Dominic will lift the key and shrug a little bit and say, "Not bad."
Kirel is just gonna mutter a bit in Elvish, like, "Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit."
Vikros is also gonna say in Elvish to you. You know, this is what happens when he insults people, and then trying to be low key is not gonna be that great of a thing.
You say you said that in Elvish?
Yes.
Listen, he didn't think it would be an insult. He hasn't seen a dragonborn ever. Probably. There's not a lot of those on the water, usually.
Usually. You speak Elvish or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
No.
So you don't understand that.
So he can't defend himself. So he's
Okay.
just shit talking behind his back. It's classic Spaper. Avoid confrontation.
Don't make me fucking suplex your ass. I will do it.
Good luck. I bet you're a little string bean, strength of 8 or something.
Listen, I have frost on me, okay?
Little puny boy.
We'll fight later.
He has the power of God and anime on his side.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the barkeep is just still at it.
Sick.
Anyway, Los is just eating this meat, consuming. Tasty. He doesn't actually say that, but you know what I mean. Just kind of enjoying his meal. He's hungry. Is there a perhaps bounty board in town in this tavern somewhere? Maybe something I
Um,
can.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
He's bound to get a better one, unless he gets
No,
a
let's
nat
get the
one.
nat one. Nat one.
Nat one?
Or
Yeah.
a nat
Okay.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
There we
right.
go, nat 20.
Yeah, I knew it. He
It
bound. He
overflowed into a 20. It was so low it broke the negative integer and returned the 20.
I got a 0.
So, you do notice that there is indeed a bounty board. It's covered in paper. Do you get up and go closer?
Yeah. I'm on. Yeah, and I'll probably scan the rest of the tavern while I'm at it.
Okay. Other than your companion and the other people in this tavern, it is completely empty. You get to the bounty board. You kind of take a look at it. Most of the papers on it are really, really old. You're not sure how old. There's only one that's kind of newer on it, and it's pinned up right in the center. And it is a list of missing people. It is about 2 pages long, and kind of on the front of it, in the top, is in big letters, please investigate Thunderstone Tower. Find, oh shit, what was the name? Hold on. Hold your horses.
Horses are being held.
They're wild. You better hurry.
Find Sir Direlit if interested. Reward. And that's it.
What was that name?
Sir Direlit.
Ah.
I heard what I think you heard as well.
blaze it.
There you go, there's the name. Very close. You guys are probably hearing me say that around the Jolly Rancher in my mouth.
Oh, entrance is so great.
All right. So Los will take the bounty and like pop it off the board and kind of walk over to the barkeep and kind of spin it around and show him the name. Where can I find this man?
The barkeep looks up, kind of a little sad that he's being interrupted once again from cleaning his glass. Sir Direlit. Oh, he's over in the manor. It's over by the farmlands.
Right. Right. Manor farmlands. All right. Thank you. Kind of nods to him and walks over to Koj, hands her the paper. See the name? It kind of talk to this guy. Why am I speaking in this? You see the name? Here. He kind of points out the name to her. Draconic. We're gonna go find this man. Get a job.
Kosh barely glances down at it. It's just a split second before shrugging, grabbing all of her pointy sticks, and hopping off of her chair.
This is my swamp.
Cut you
Damn
fucking.
straight, it's my swamp. Better believe it.
Damn fucking straight.
Right, then. Come on. And with that, he'll kind of stand and get his stuff, put the meat in a bag, and leave. He'll leave silver and a couple copper for the barkeep.
The barkeep will kind of hold up a finger. You're really taking that.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
You might not want to.
Money's money.
It's not a good idea.
you're gonna keep being cryptic, you're gonna spit the fuck out.
Donkey!
I'll cut you. I'm gonna give you.
Listen, it's not my fault you fucking sound like Shrek when he's talking.
I'm gonna turn you into a nice felt rug.
Do it, bitch.
Orange Shrek.
There's some not so great stuff that happens at Thunderstone Tower. Dominic, make me an intelligence check. At advantage.
To make an intelligence check to remember my rumor.
Kiss my ass.
I guess.
At advantage.
Riley.
So 18. Dominic, this is your rumor. You've heard some really nasty shit about this place. If you wish to share, you may. If not,
He takes a moment. He looks like he's about to speak up. Then he looks over to Key. Then he looks over to Lois, and he says, "I'll let this be their problem." and slinks back into his seat and like puts his leg up over his other leg. It's not my fault. Literally, the person that picked up the bounty is the 8-foot-tall dragonborn and the small lizard dog that doesn't like anybody. So I'm not going to talk to them, especially after Vikros talks shit.
Vicaros talked in Elvish, so you don't know he talks shit, fucker.
Well,
Hey.
Any Elvish is shit talk.
This is true. Anyway. That's a quick note, by the way, Star. Just as a reminder, these are the languages I know.
thank you.
Uh,
I'm not going to remember that, but thank you.
that's all right. So, Coach kind of not Coach. Fuck, Lois, you did it to me. Lois kind of just looks at her. It's like, are you gonna keep fucking being cryptic? You're gonna spit it out, then come on, I ain't got all day.
You see,
Sniper that
those
princess.
who go into the tower never come back out. That's why the list is so long.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Interesting.
You had a
Interesting.
chance to share it. And that's why, we've had a couple of people go in, but they've just never come back out.
Huh. Let's see. How many people tend to go in at once? You say?
We've had about 24 total.
But at once, would you say? Like what kind of groups have you
6?
seen? 6 at once. Fucking 6 at once. Jesus.
And none of them ever came back out.
Aha. Interesting. Now, get to the point where it's like, oh, you definitely shouldn't go in there. We know, oh, there's the rumors or something like that. There's something surrounded it. It's not just gonna be, oh, they go in and don't come out. You know something about it.
They literally just go in and they never come back out, and that's why there's nobody here. They all just mysteriously disappear, and we know they go into the tower.
Nobody just disappears. You know something about the tower. Ancient history, folklore, something like that. I know you know something.
Can I hear this?
He's speaking in common. He's not trying to be quiet.
Well, I know. I just want to know if I was close enough to hear it.
BTW.
Right. I'm just gonna grumble under my breath about men being stupid.
What a mood!
Are you talking like men?
Or like human men.
Of the male variety. Doesn't matter to her.
Variety.
Gotcha.
It's slowly turning in from Shrek to that girl from Brave.
If you could change your fate, would ya?
Change your fate,
Yeah.
would ya?
I will say this. Great Scott. I mean, if you're aiming for Scottish accents, you're doing phenomenal, man. However, if you're trying to do something else, I feel like you need some work there, buddy.
It's going for Scottish.
Are you sure he's doing phenomenal?
If you had a chance to change, change your fate, would ya? Like, it's more of a.
It's not the worst Scottish accent I've heard. I can give you that.
I'm going to.
Where do you want me to put it? Where am I meant to put it? I can't put it on the roof. It's dead thin. I can't put it on the gutter. Where am I meant to put it?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Neither do I.
Hold on, I'll get the video. The legend of say Harry's still stuck on the roof to this day.
Well, that's the thing. This town was founded by Lord Thunderstone a long time ago, and he was supposedly a wizard, and he built the tower, and now anyone who goes in it never comes back out.
Aye. Really silly. Not kind of thinks about it for a minute. It's like looks to the others. Oi, ye. Kind of points to Dominic and his crew.
Yeah.
You all make some money.
How much money?
Depends. How much is this rich fuck gonna give us?
That is my question. That's what I asked.
Well, you gotta come with me to find out. Well, you have to come with me to find out, no, won't you?
We're going into that tower?
Oh, not in the tower. You gotta go to the farm thing first, and then probably go to the tower, depending on what the guy says, whether it's worth it or not.
So, what exactly is the bounty? Do we have to find the people, or do we just have to find out what happened to them?
Please tell me I have spell to shut him up. Please tell me I have
Starter.
What?
What exactly is the bounty? Is the bounty for the people, or to find out what happened to you?
It just says investigate Thunderstone Tower, and then the list of missing people.
Oh, just investigate the tower. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I have investigated it, and I have come to the conclusion that everyone that goes in does not come out. So, those missing people are lost in Thunderstone Tower. I have investigated it. Let's go get our bounty.
Regular fucking detective you are.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Okay,
doing.
Raleigh's gonna raise her hand.
Well,
if we go with you, is she gonna murder us?
kind of looks to. Okay. He kind of looks to Aster, and it's like, what would she fucking murder you? You don't even know.
No, not
And
Aster.
he points at Aster.
Not pointing at me.
Bro.
I'm pointing at Kosh.
I'm just trying to include Aster and Noah. Oh, no.
Did you actually point at me? Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
he's like,
confused now.
yeah, he points at okay. So before Ray specified that she'd pointed at Coach, I was like, oh, she probably didn't point at anybody. I'll point at Aster and get them involved too, so we can just get the party together.
I mean,
I mean,
that's probably a good idea.
if she's pointed at, she'll kind of look at you and glare. She's like, "What the fuck you say to me?"
It's why would she kill you? Why would she murder you? You ain't no fucking there. What kind of a fucking question is that?
No. The one at the door.
These are the most whitest comments I'm hearing from you, and it's like the greatest because I could just clip these.
Kind of looks,
take them, use them whatever.
He kind of looks at Coach and looks back to Kirali. What if we don't give her a fucking reason to? What kind of daft question is that?
All right,
I
You're a couple nails. You're a couple nails short of a cupboard, ain't you?
You're taking the Scottish thing a little bit too far.
Presumably, Kosh can hear all of this, and at the talk of murder and If you don't give her a reason to, she kind of tries to smile, but her teeth are really sharp, so it just looks like she's bite.
Kirali looks slightly terrified and then just shuts up.
You know, if I had the
What
strength, I should have grabbed one of these.
I mean, I could have asked
Well-
him. He looks at like Nerinoa and asked her. It's like, hey, I could ask him instead.
I mean, you. I mean, they're right there. You can. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you already asked them, friend. You've been talking to this entire tavern the entire time. At least you haven't been trying to not.
Well, not the entire tavern, unless if the barkeep wants to come with us, he can. I mean, if he
Oh,
wants to.
No, I'm fine with my glass, thank you.
It seems to be a pretty open invitation here.
It's kind of like just staring at Kirali, like, why the fuck are you stuttering? What the fuck happened to you then?
No,
Get kicked or
no,
something,
no,
child?
I'm fine. Everything's
Did you
fine.
have an unfortunate run-in with a donkey as a child?
Donkey.
No,
We got.
No. Also, that's not very nice. Like, you don't really you don't really talk about people's things. I mean, I can talk without a stutter, you know.
Oh yeah, but they're stuttering, and you just assume that my kind of friend be able to be fucking murdering you. So it's not very nice of you, now, is it? Eh?
Can only barely understand you.
Yeah, it sounds like a personal problem, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, Lois is still holding the bounty.
Can I try to steal it from him while he's arguing?
Bro.
You could certainly attempt to.
I would like to attempt to.
Okay, go on.
Fucker.
What do you even roll?
Sleight of hand.
Sorry.
Guess it'd be kind of perception.
Yeah!
You just barely beat her roll. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
baby, that's what I was waiting for.
You just barely notice Aster trying to take the bounty out of your hand.
Oh, that's not very kind of you, and he kind of like moves it back. He moves it up. He just holds it like above his head. If you want to look at it, all you have to do is ask.
You are taking this.
Listen, if you guys aren't gonna make a decision, I'm gonna go fucking do this job myself because you guys are gonna argue about it.
Well,
So
do you want to come with me and not the fucking job?
I don't
then?
want anything to do with you.
Well, I'm the one to fucking bounty now, ain't I?
Well, just because you picked it up doesn't mean you're owning it.
Yeah. Well, you can't turn in the bounty if you don't know what the fuck bounty says, now do you?
You- Didn't he say it in common, or did he talk about it in Draconic?
With who?
He mentioned it to us in common.
With
mentioned-
the Lord or Sir person?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
No,
was all
that was a
across the end.
That was Draconic with Koj. He talked about the tower in common, but he talked about the Lord with Koj.
No, you asked the barkeeper where the Lord was.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I
I'm
know you have to find that Lord, whatever the fuck his name is, so I'll just go find him myself if you're gonna be Scottish about it or something.
Low key though, I'm having trouble understanding you with this.
Yeah, legit. It's hard to actually understand what you're saying.
Hey, do you guys not watch Scottish Twitter
No.
like daily?
It's fucking hilarious.
I love Scottish Twitter.
I have to listen so closely to what you're saying when we were having that conversation. I was like,
That might be the point. You never know. Anyway, it's almost like it's not his first language. Pepe dab. Anyway, what's the word I'm looking for? Words are hard.
did you just quote a meme?
What?
Did you just?
I don't know a meme like that.
Nicholas is gonna get up and he's gonna head up.
Pepe dab on accident.
Nicholas is gonna get up and tug at friends, and he's gonna mention in common that he's gonna go over to the tower if they want to come along.
Kirali's gonna go.
I
Yeah,
don't want to go to the tower.
yeah.
first.
Dominic's gonna go with him.
Just
What
gonna,
if-
wait,
Coach is
wait,
just
we
standing
gotta
with
go to
the
the
door
Lord
open,
too.
waiting.
If
We
you're
gotta
gonna go
Well,
to the
well,
tower,
we can do.
if we're all, well, let's say if we're all gonna go, you might as well go as a fucking group. Never
He is not going to acknowledge you. He's just gonna go through the door and just go to the Lord like they suggested.
No. Let's go take a look at the tower first. At the very least, see what we're getting ourselves into.
All right,
I
very
don't
well.
think they want to go in there first. I think I want to talk to the Lord.
I'm not going in. I'm not talking. Whatever. Let's just see the tower.
So, with Dalek and Kirali, we're gonna go to the tower. If anyone else is following, they are more than welcome to. He's not gonna stop them.
Yeah. No. And if anything, Dominic seems at least rather inviting to like not actively inviting, but seems warm enough to Aster. Like, hey, you coming?
I guess so.
Kirali looks at the one person who hasn't talked yet. Just like eyeing him like, who the fuck is this dude just sitting there? Before she
Aye.
leaves.
I'll go to the tower. I'll go talk to the Lord. Find out what's going on from him.
That I did not understand a word of.
Yeah, I didn't
That
get
was
that.
Well, since you're going to the tower, I'll go talk to the Lord. See
It
what's going
sounds
on.
like it sounds like one of those fucking garbage disposals in a sink.
Since you're all going to the tower. Since you're all going to
Fork
the
in a
tower.
garbage disposal. Jesus
Since,
Christ.
Oh my god, guys.
since you're all going to,
The tower. He's gonna go talk to the Lord.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
find out what he's going on with. See who's
Okay, you have fun with that, Shrek.
I'll meet you there.
Was okay. Aster is including Naranoa, so that's basically all I wanted. Because
Yes.
as soon as like Aster was anywhere close to them, Dominic would ask about Naranoa at the least, and then so we're working on including him. We're getting there. The gears are turning.
Yeah, if Naranoa goes, Aster will go.
Yeah, just a note. Naranoa barely speaks at all, so don't expect him to speak up.
I didn't expect it. I kind of got the vibe.
Yeah, but you did get a stare from the stuttering elf.
Intimidating.
Yeah. Yeah, Naranoa, you guys all, like, every time you look at him, Naranoa is staring directly at you. He's got his eyes on all of you pretty much all the time.
So she stares, you make eye contact, and she just leaves. Quickly leaves.
Whoops!
No
Accidental
eye
eye.
contact. No, thank you.
She's like a
I've hit my eye contact quota for the day.
god. So I believe Naranoa, Los, and Aster are going to the Lord, and then
No, Aster's going with you.
okay, Naranoa and
Yep,
Los.
it's just Los and Kosh that are going to the tower.
Okay, so the rest of us are going to the tower. All right, so I presume
Not to the tower, to the Lord.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the rest of us are going to the tower. I presume Vikros is leading the charge.
Sure, whatever you want to tell yourself, buddy.
Who spurred you into action? Oh wait, I remember. It was me. It was like you were arguing in circles for about like 5 minutes until I decided, you know what, we're just gonna spur this into action real quick.
Yeah, but who pointed us towards the tower? You wanted to go to the Lord.
I wanted to go to the Lord because of all the arguing that was happening. Anyway, we're gonna go to the tower.
Okay.
To the tower.
Yes, Aster does.
Sick. She's gonna stare him down.
Oh shit.
Can I help you with something?
No?
Okay, creepy.
Thank you. Keep going.
Vikros is just gonna start walking to the tower.
Dominic is gonna come up and I mean, you're not short, right, Vikros?
No, I'm like 5'10". 10.
Okay, that's short. No,
I will hurt you. Not one
and
will
Do-
skip you 6
Dominic,
feet.
Dominic kind of gets up and whispers in his ear, "Hey, you like her or something? I've seen you staring her down like a little bit across the bar. She's
I have
probably not your type."
I have this dagger, and I can place it wherever I want, deep inside your body. Okay, so if you want to breathe, I'd recommend you back off.
I've got at least 7 weapons on me, Vic Gross. It's not anyway.
I will hurt you.
That doesn't answer the question. Actually,
Get that fucking cursed image off my main screen.
actually, your response tells me all I need to know. I got you, buddy. Don't worry. I'll help you out.
If you
Can I hear this?
He's whispering in his ear.
Okay.
Well, whenever he makes the dagger comment, he's like he backs off and he says like, "All right, and no, you know what? I get it now. I got you, buddy." And he does like a little wink.
if you get me killed, I'm going to haunt you and make your life extremely difficult.
That's fair. That's a fair trade. I'll take it.
He's going to continue walking towards the tower.
Do you want to shake on it?
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the tower group because honestly, it's not that far of a walk. You guys literally step outside of the Clockwork Inn, which is right here,
It's about 50 feet.
roughly, give or take. It's more like double that, but
All right, I'm gonna.
doesn't take you guys very long to get to the tower. It is a wonderful mixture of stone and wood, and it looks very, very old. And there are 2 almost sort of crystal-like light sources outside of the front door.
Is it locked at all?
The front door?
Yeah.
No, unlocked.
I really don't want to be the one that peeks his head in because I have the least amount of health compared to everyone else here.
No, opens the door.
Aster will look in, but don't go. No, step in.
Kirali will look in from the other side of Aster.
I think we're safe to look. It says that only the people that go in never come out. So
Okay, you guys can look inside, and you guys do. And it is almost pitch black inside. It's very difficult to actually see anything.
I don't have dark vision, but even for the dark vision people,
Yes, even with dark vision.
Dominic goes, "Well, I can't see a damn thing. What about you guys?" And he looks to the 2. He looks to Vikros and Key. And like, you guys don't have any trouble seeing what's in there.
What's in there?
Good question. I can barely see in the room as well.
Wait, what?
It's dark, even for people.
Yeah, you can see in that. Whoa.
It's dark for
All
us
right,
too.
place is haunted.
Room's
Uh,
haunted.
Do I sense anything from there, like 10 feet out?
You sense like a couple of objects, but no living creatures.
Okay.
Just like your standard crate and barrel, but nothing of note.
I'll walk inside.
He's dead.
That's okay. Bye.
You step inside, and you guys watch as he steps inside, and it is indeed pitch black. There's not much to see.
Thankfully, I don't know.
Dominic goes, "Can you hear us?"
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Can you step back out?
I'll have to step back out.
You cannot.
I cannot.
It's almost as if an invisible wall is locking you inside.
Oh no.
Mm.
Now,
Interesting.
fuck.
Maybe like stay there for a bit so you don't like get lost or something. Just a thought.
He'll
Well, that's a shame.
Damn.
he'll just stand there watching the party.
I really didn't think it would be that literal, but here we are.
I mean, they said no one can get out, so
They said no one has come out. They
I
didn't
thought
say no
people
one
were
could
gonna,
get
like-
out.
I thought people were gonna like die, you know? Not
I feel.
I mean,
this is a-
there's still opportunity for that to happen. That's totally
feel like-
possible.
true.
I feel like this was a very easy rumor to test. Like if one person just went in there and there was another person near, whatever. Like literally this exact scenario. Has this never happened in this entire town? There's 20 people missing, and this never happened. No one was. There were never. Okay.
I attempt
whatever.
to throw a berry at him as he's ranting.
Yeah, you can do that.
As
Wait, the berry goes through.
Yeah, the berry goes through.
The mystery thickens.
Someone stick their arm in there and try to get it out.
That's what I was gonna do.
Sick, you can do that. I'm not going to.
We're gonna do the hokey. All right, let's
I'd
do
like-
the hokey pokey.
I'd like to stick my arm in and then see if I can get it out.
Oh, come on, we'll do the hokey pokey. Come on,
Okay.
do it with me. Come on.
Does it come out? Does it come out?
Arm does not.
Ah, shit.
It's gotta come out.
All right, we got to cut it off.
Or we could push her in.
What if I just stand here? That way the door won't close and then we won't lose this weird cat boy?
Why don't you just go in with the weird cat boy?
Well, I don't know.
You're already halfway there.
So, Vicros is gonna whisper to Dominic. Yeah, we could push her in.
No!
I mean, he's whispering this to Dominic. I mean,
I have a high passive perception.
Listen, Vicros, as funny as I think that would be, I'm not that cruel,
yet
but it would be funny.
it would be funny. I want to see if I can make her some sort of Arcana check to see if I can recognize it with Arcana. I don't know. I'm throwing out
Go
ideas.
ahead, make her.
May I
Make her
assist your Arcana check?
Are you proficient?
I am.
Then you may.
Word.
Nice. So, with that natural 20, it's no magic that you have ever encountered before. It's quite strange. It's definitely allowing objects to come in and out of it. But once a living creature enters it, they are not able to exit.
Is there
Any sort of living material, such as, plants, animals, that sort of deal, once they cross the threshold of the door, they are not able to exit.
You said there was a barrel near me, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the barrel. I'm gonna line it up with Kairali. And I'm
Kirali.
Kirali, and I'm gonna shove it towards her and try to push her out.
You're gonna break her arm.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
There you go.
While he's doing that, can I
Just
try
give
to
you an
find a
idea.
stone?
Yeah, just to give you an idea, I'm trying to Donkey Kong this. I'm just shoving a barrel and pushing it towards her to let it roll and try and push her out of the way.
Can I try to jump over the barrel?
What
You're
the
not getting
fuck?
very far.
Can
Yeah,
I jump
barrel.
over?
the barrel barely rolls towards you. It probably stops
Yeah.
before it even reaches you.
It's a lot heavier than you expected. It doesn't even make it to Kirali.
She jumps there anyway.
I get nervous and jump.
You're ready to dodge anyway.
I know Manda's character, I can't remember it right now. It's not on my Aster was looking for something, but is there a small piece of the magic rock that's lighting up the place?
You want
I just want a small piece.
You want to try and break off a piece of it?
I guess.
Yeah. Aster, go ahead. They're able to easily find a stone, and Dominic, go ahead and make me an athletics check, please.
Athletics.
Can I cast light on the stone and then throw it in to see if I can light up the room?
Yeah. You go ahead and you throw it in. it barely makes a difference. You guys can see like the stone and 5 feet around it, and that's it.
Fuck.
As for Dominic, you are able to break off a very small piece, the length of your middle finger, off of the light source.
That's fine. I'm gonna throw it in there as well to see if it lights it up any better. It is like emitting light, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit brighter than the stone. Probably combined together, you guys can see about 15 feet. But that's about it.
And Dominic kind of scratches his scruffy chin, and he says, "Wait, push that barrel all the way through." And he's going to. Basically, my idea is to take off both ends of the barrel and say to Naranoa to put the barrel around Key's arm, like so that it's through the barrier around Key's arm to see if it breaks the barrier and Key can get her arm out. And if that's the case, then Naranoa can just crawl through the barrel to get out.
Solid Snake style. Do do do.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
This is gonna be
But
funny.
before we
I'll
get
take
to
out my
that,
dagger.
before we get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the 2 that are going over to meet the Lord. So, Los and Koj, you 2 are going off to find Sir Direlight.
Yes.
So, you guys make your way out of the Clockwork Inn and head off in this direction.
Yes.
Towards the farmlands. The tavern keeper will go ahead and give you guys some vague-ish directions. Basically, head east towards the farmlands. You can't miss it. It's the biggest building here in the town besides the tower.
All right. Thank you, Ladon. Kind of start heading that way with Los and Koj. Los and Koj, homies forever.
Koj silently pads along behind him with her pike at the ready.
Alright. So you 2 travel for about 30-ish minutes, enough time for the first group to get into the situation that they're currently in. And you are face to face with a 2-story wooden house in very bad shape.
Fucking might not be that each after all then. Lewis will kind of walk up to the door and give it a, like I said, like a knocker, or is it just like a wooden door?
It's your basic wooden door.
Alright, we'll give it like a firm to go.
There's a slight pause before the door slowly sort of creaks open, and standing on the other end of the door is a man that is older than the barkeep, an elven man. He looks to be somewhat better dressed than most of the other, well, by most of the other, I mean the only other townsperson that you have met. And got a very long white beard that's sort of a little tangled up, overly large eyebrows that kind of drop down onto his face, which is a little off-putting. Kind of hunched over, hanging onto the door for dear life. What can I help you with?
Oh, I'll be looking for a lord at the manor.
There is no lord here, but I can see you have the bounty. I assume you're looking for me.
What would be your name then?
I am Sir Direlight, the
Yes.
last of the Direlights.
Aye. Well then, pleasure to meet you. Can if we come in, have a chat?
I guess. He'll kind of hobble backwards, still very much leaning onto the door. And we'll step aside and we'll let you guys inside.
Kosh will put her sharp stick away so as to appear less threatening.
Does she do the smile again?
Yes. She's trying.
Anyway, thank you. You kind of walk in and take a seat. So, what kind of waiting for the man to sit down, of course. What do you think you tell me about the tower? I got the basic rundown from the barkeep, but I figure you'd probably have a bit more to know since you pulled up the ante.
Well, tower has been here since the very beginning. It was sort of built before the town was, if that makes any sense.
Like the town itself is built around the tower, rather than the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
And as you probably know, this town was founded by Lord Everick Thunderstone.
Aye.
He was supposedly well practiced in the magical arts, but we're not 100% sure, as that was 600 or so years ago.
I see.
And, well, apparently his greatest achievement was conquering that tower. But after he left this world, people have been tempted to try and do it again. But you see, they never come back.
Huh.
And it's left us with only a few people, myself included.
I see. So what you're telling me is there's this big fuck off wizard tower in the middle of the town, likely filled with all sorts of traps and things to prevent all the knowledge inside from being taken. And regular common folk thought it was a good idea to start going in, trying to steal all the knowledge for themselves, or conquer the tower, whatnot. And they were surprised when people started disappearing.
Never said that they were surprised, but
Ah,
you see, there's a rumor around that tower, not only about those who come in and never come back out, but those who did manage to come back out in Lord Thunderstone's days. They came back different. They came back older, if that
oh.
makes any sense.
Oh. Rip Naranor, he's already old as dirt as it is.
Fucking boomer.
I mean, so is Kirali.
Boomer's a lot of these. Kind of those kind of nods and thinks for a moment. So, let me see here. I go on the come out older. Okay. Interesting.
And
Oh, thank you.
well, that list that you have, that's everyone who's gone in, and well, as I said, once you go in, you never come back out.
Aye. So, aside from obviously letting out whoever might still be in there, or at least getting some closure for the families of who remains, what are we looking at for reward-wise for completion of the bounty?
So I'll pay you with what I have, for one, as a reward. It's not much. It's like, oh god, give me just a moment here to do a little bit of number crunching. Jesus fuck, what was that?
Is this DM speak for? Oh shit! I have to roll a table really quick.
No. That was GM speak for I have the number written down, I just don't have the tab open.
Hey,
I'll give you guys everything that I have. It's 140 gold. It's not much, but it's something.
it's not much. Don't want to bankrupt
If
you.
if you guys could find out what happened to the people and bring them back, that would be fantastic. And if you could also figure out a way to keep the tower from eating people, that would also be fantastic.
Well, there's a quite obvious way to do that, and that's close up the Falcon Tower.
Without destroying it, please.
Well, don't
it's our-
destroy it.
It's our history. But
Hey.
that's all I ask, is that you please don't destroy the tower.
Hey, I'll do what I can. Yeah, I would stand up and shake the man's hand and think. Have you seen anything in the tower? Like in the windows or crossing by?
Well, the only windows that are on the tower are up on the upper floors, and occasionally there are some bright flashes of something. They tend to happen shortly after people go in. Like, I don't know, like an hour or so afterward.
No. Gotcha. So, get out, hopefully, 4 an hour passes. Could probably do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Not very many people ever end up coming here. And those who do just never come back.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Alright then, I'll be off. I see. Kind of nods the old man and stands, gives him a polite bow, and just heads back to town.
Alright.
Kosh will monkey see, monkey do also bow before following him out. Not really entirely sure what happened.
Los will look at Coach and ask, would you like to ride on my back for the rest of the way there? So your toes don't get tired.
Kosh nods and climbs up onto him like a strange lizard backpack.
How tall
And
is this character?
Los?
No, Coach.
4'6".
4'6", yeah.
Holy
Los is
fuck.
Los is 4
Los
feet
is
taller than
literally-
Coach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally 4
almost
foot taller.
literally half the size.
Yeah.
She's small.
So basically, she's baby.
Yes.
She's grown, but small.
Yes.
And yes, will eat you. But you don't know that yet. Don't worry about it. She's not gonna eat you. She's
Yeah.
friendly. You've seen her smile.
Yes.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
It's like that
She's-
smile from like Finding Nemo when the shark smiles and it's just
Fish are friends, not food.
Fish are friends, not food. I sound like a Ringo Starr. What the fuck? Yeah.
you're probably you fucking sound like the worst typical Scottish person that no one can
Ringo
understand.
Starr. Ringo Starr. The Beatles.
You guys. But yeah, you guys can make your way back to town.
I'm stuck in the goddamn
Can
fucking
we
tower.
put ourselves on the map?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead. and put
Kirali
yourself
has
on the
her
map.
arms stuck.
Oh yeah, you're stuck there too.
Barrel
so-
can work.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump back to the group. Those of you who are in and around the tower, go ahead and put yourselves on the map, like in or around the tower.
Whoopsie.
Hey, by the way, I didn't make my thing.
Token.
Zarai's beautiful artwork because it was so grainy and bad when I tried to pull it from the banner. So I didn't want to shame the artwork. No, I did it to not shame the artwork. I'm.
All right, Mr. Guitar Pick.
The guitar pick was optimal for this token I found. Look
As
at it. It's perfect. It gets the sword in there, gets the hair, gets the arm on the hip. It's perfect.
I like my circle.
Yeah, I bet you would.
You look like a circle, Dan. I don't want to hear it.
Actually, it's a sphere.
But yeah, you guys who are in the tower, you guys are going to attempt the barrel trick. First off, you need to attempt to take apart the barrel. How are you gonna do that?
I'll take
How
out
am I gonna do that?
I'll take out my dagger and I'll go ahead and try and pry off the lid of the one side and try and do the same with the other side.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an
Wait.
athletics.
Whoa. Sorry. He'll see. I'm pretty sure I have a crowbar. Let me see what pack.
Kirali's just gonna reach into her bag or she's gonna use her free hand, reach into her bag, and toss a crowbar through the door.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I knew I
We're
had a
like on the-
crowbar.
We're like on the same page. I don't have a crowbar actually.
I have a crowbar, so I toss it in.
Yep.
Noah just kind of squints at both of you, takes the crowbar, and tries to use that instead.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
I believe in you.
He's gonna biff it.
Shut the fuck up. You jinxed it, you bastard.
Kirali's gonna be like, bring it over. I can do it. I have a hand. I can do it.
Here.
Dominic,
No.
are you gonna do yours? Because you're doing the other side.
I mean, we can move the barrel in and out of that, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll try and.
Since I couldn't do it, and I'll toss the crowbar back.
Is
Alright,
it my
so it's
turn?
my
to throw?
turn? Oh no, you want to try, Key?
Yeah,
I
go
do.
ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Athletics?
Yep. Straight roll
I'll
for
hold
you.
the barrel for you.
Yeah, straight roll for you.
We're great at this.
I have a -1 to athletics.
Man, this is a sturdy barrel. Let me
Yeah.
tell you guys.
I have a fucking.
I don't.
One.
I mean,
sturdy
I'll give.
barrel.
I'll give it a try. I'll try my best. But
I'll try
man,
after him if he fails.
But man, this is looking like a sturdy barrel.
Can I give him guidance? Okay.
Nope.
Well, Dominic, for you, it was with advantage. You do manage to get both ends of the barrel off.
Oh god, you
Woo.
guys did great. You loosened it for me.
Alright, do you push it back to Noah?
Yeah.
Alright, he'll go ahead and lift it and just hold it through Kirala's arm. Kirala.
I try to pull my arm, like I try to pull my arm out once the barrel is inside of, or once my arm is inside of the barrel.
Nope. So
Ow, my soul, ow!
He takes the barrel and just throws it outside.
Well, it was worth a try.
wow, this 100-year-old barrel just yeet.
It'd be funny if he ran into he's running full speed out the door, and he fucking knocks himself out and fucking falls over to the ground with the barrel still in the...
So, am I just stuck?
No, you can go all the way through. I don't think there's anything stopping you.
No.
Your options are to go in, or we can cut your arm off, and then you can get out.
I need this. This is my good arm.
Well, I mean, you did pretty good work on the barrel with one arm. I think you could become a barrel smith.
He's gonna.
But
Pickles is
It's
gonna.
not the worst life you can have.
Pickles is
I'll
gonna
pick
leave.
up Crystal, and I'm gonna go ahead and start walking deeper in.
Wait, don't go without us. What are you doing?
Vickers is gonna try. Actually, no, I don't have the strength for that. Never mind.
And it is at this point that Los and Koj will catch up with you guys.
They catch up with us just as Kirali goes in to follow Catman.
Vigros is gonna turn to Dominic. Help me push her in. It's best if she just goes in.
Well, it looks like she's abandoning the life of a barrel smith on her own as she follows Naranoa.
Los kind of. He's just walking towards the tower with Coach on his back. It's like, man, Draconic. He's like, I wonder what they're doing in there. No.
Do I notice that they've come?
Probably. He's about story tall.
Vigros is gonna turn to Los and say, I need your help.
I can tell with my blind sight that she's following me, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. Can she see me at all? I'm assuming
Yes, she can see you if you've got the crystal.
Okay. I'll look to her and I'll just stay close. We go together.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
It kind of turns to me, Chris. What do you need?
We have 2 people inside the tower.
He kind of stops. Looks at him. So let me get this straight. You hear about the tower, which fucking people commented it didn't come out of. I say I'm gonna go talk to the guy, put up the bounty, and you find out some more about it. In the meantime, you go into the fucking tower. You have 2 people. Two people going to the fucking tower. What kind of?
Actually, Vigros is standing right there. He didn't go into the tower. It wasn't our idea.
It wasn't our.
I didn't tell anyone to go in.
What is the royal you?
It wasn't our idea. They went. One of them went in.
They had free will. They
the 5 of you. The 5 of you a big fucking group now, weren't you?
No.
No. Not.
Well, you went off in a big group. Well, you went off a big group and you're all here together.
Doesn't mean we're together.
You're Australian
together,
now.
Yeah.
Listen, I someone sent me a video.
Australian Shrek.
The accent will continue to change throughout the entire campaign. It will be
You'll
a
never know
different
his true
accent.
campaign.
Big British next time.
Oi, fuck.
Big blowout.
Woohoo! Except my blowout.
Well, the 2 boomers went in, so I believe the next oldest should go in.
Do you want to know what I found about the tower or not?
Yeah, sure, let's hear it. They're probably dead. They're probably gonna be lost anyway, so let's hear what happens.
Very positive, Chris.
Alright, so
very positive.
Hey, no problem,
right.
man.
Alright, so basically the tower used to be the tower was here before the village was founded. Some kind of wizard tower by the Thunderstone. The one in the tavern owner the bard keeps talking about. Essentially, Thunderstone, even in his days, people often went to the tower and they didn't come out. When they did come out, they came out older, changed in a way. And now that he's not there, nobody's come out since, which is, suffice to say, not that strange. It's a wizard tower of some sorts. There's probably all sorts of traps and whatnot in there. And about every hour or so, the guy says, a white flash or some kind will go off in there. So I'd say we've probably got about an hour before we see a flash, and then we find out what happens to your friends.
I haven't seen a flash at all.
Yeah, well, it's probably not been about an hour yet, has it?
So, what do? We either go in there and get ourselves stuck, and lose ourselves in what could be a death sentence.
Or the bounty's 140 gold to protect the tower, find what we can and bring everybody out if we can. See, there's 7 of us. That's 20 gold apiece.
That's kind of shit, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a fucking tower. The man's bankrupted himself. Ain't nobody.
Kind of just doubled the gold I have right now. That's not. When I put it like that, it's not too bad.
I mean, you don't have to take the gold.
Off of Los's back and starts walking to the door.
Hey, he kind of like grabs her shoulder. Hey. Not yet.
Hey, he wants to go in. Just let it.
I love
Hey,
that you're
it.
referring to it as it.
It has
I
a name.
haven't. Well, feel free to tell me. I told you mine a while back.
I don't remember your name.
What?
Coach
I don't
looks
remember
up
your
at
name.
Los and then
Wait, did Coach say it? Wait, whoa. What just happened?
She said she looked
I
up
think,
at Los.
yeah, she looked up at Los as he spoke and just kind of like, do I speak to them?
Gives a nod.
Coach will extend a taloned hand. Claude? Coach Vutha.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Coach. I'm sorry I called you a dog earlier. Are you a boy or a girl?
Anger. What's in your pants? Anger.
Doom.
He's gonna whisper. Vikros is gonna whisper to us. You know, if you help me push him into the tower, you know, we could just
Can Aster push Vikros into the tower?
do that, and there will be consequences.
Not if you don't get out. I want to push him into the tower.
Try me. I will haunt spells.
I want to push him into the tower. He keeps talking about it. I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna resist this effort?
I was whispering to Lost, so if you could hear that, sure.
This would be a
I don't think you could
How are you
reach-
whispering to Lost if he's like
No.
10 feet
No,
away?
you're gonna throw him into the tower, are you?
If I heard him say it, then yeah.
It's a shove action, I believe, which is a contested strength versus.
Yes, it is.
Of course, it has to be fucking strength.
Or
It's-
athletics.
Yeah, it's
Athletics or acrobatics.
It's athletics for Aster, and then it's athletics or acrobatics for you. If this is actually happening.
It seems that it is.
I'm gonna try acrobatics.
I'll do it.
Because my fucking dex is better than my fucking strength.
Can I push him?
Yeah,
Yes,
if you're going
athletics.
It's okay.
You're shoved into the
In
tower.
you go, motherfucker.
Can I try grabbing her with me?
I'm gonna say no.
Fuck.
So yeah, you are indeed shoved into the tower. Hello. It is dark.
Do I have fucking... I do. Well, let me see how
Well.
this works. Make a ring. Okay. I was gonna make a fucking. I was gonna make a fucking light to see if I could fucking see farther into the goddamn tunnel, but I guess I can't.
There's a rock with light on it.
Yeah, but I wanted to carry one with me.
Yeah, you can carry that one.
I can carry the rock.
Yeah, you can. It is a rock.
Awesome.
How's that?
Yay.
Oh, well, Vikros is in the tower now. I don't.
Let's just go
Well-
in. You know, there's money. I don't have any money right now, actually, so I don't see.
So you were
there's
saying
anything to lose.
20. Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. You guys go right on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I'm sensing
Yeah, sure you will be.
I'm sensing a familiarity to this. Doesn't this remind me of the orphanage? One of us.
How does this remind you of the orphanage at all? We don't have guns this time.
Yeah,
Or
most of us decided, we're gonna go to this place, and it's probably gonna be dangerous, but
Los didn't decide anything. Naranoa went inside. You got shoved inside. Key got her arm stuck and didn't want to live as a barreler for the rest. This is a pretty fluid way of it happening. I'm gonna be honest.
It's not one for one, but I'm sensing a familiarity. One of us doesn't want to go, the same person, and the rest of us are probably gonna go in, and you're probably gonna be left alone outside the tower for a good bit. If you decide.
Look at it this way. If he doesn't go, that's 20 more gold we can split among us.
That is true.
True.
Hey, yeah, are you guys going inside?
I will.
Los will look to Coach and say, "Right, let's go."
Coach will have already tried to walk in twice at this point, so
Yeah, you guys can indeed walk in.
I don't like this place.
Great.
Where are
I'm
Naranoa
going-
and Kirali at this
I'm
point?
going to take out one of my hand axes once everyone has gone inside and sigh and break off another piece of the light rock, the light crystal, so that I can take it in with me.
All right. Yeah, you're able to do that. And yeah, Kirali and Naranoa, you two are a little bit ahead of everyone else, but this is where we are going to go ahead and wrap up.
Woo! Since you shoved me, I'm
Who
gonna.
wants to do the first sign off?
I believe
I want to do the cringe.
I believe
Do
Aster
it.
should. You know,
No,
since I
you
was
can't
shoved.
Make me. I refuse.
Damn you! All right, well, you ready to do the cringe?
Yes.
All right, send us home with that absolute professional send off that you always hit us with.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to this episode of Heralds of Chaos. Thanks for popping in for our first session of Campaign 3. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, make sure to ring that bell notification button so you can get notified whenever we update again. This has been Los, your brand new, maybe angry Dragonborn. We'll find out. Signing off.
Scottish.
Literally
Shrek.
the only thing I've understood the entire time you've been talking.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Twitch stuff.
and
Follow our Twitch
yes,
because we're going to
please.
be streaming this.
Link to the Twitch will be in the description. Hopefully we can kind of keep up with these uploads.
If
You know,
not, we can mod on Twitch.
Ads paper.
You know, Spaper is gonna kick your ass if you keep fucking talking shit.
And then make sure to go ahead and follow us on Twitch, so that way you also don't miss when we go live, because these are live stream sessions, not just recorded anymore.
Woo!
Whoa.
Woo!
Yippee-ki-yay.
But yeah, we are gonna go ahead and head off. Bye.
Bye.
Woo!